Hello besties, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna take you around our farm here in the village. I want to show you around, and I'm just heading out, but I just need to rinse my hand and then I'm gonna head right into the farm. You can just see it from a distance while you're just right here within the compound. So we use this way going down to the farm, and I'm just walking down because that is the small gate which is on the other hand. Guys, this place is very serene and cool, and at this time of the day it's just around midday, but it's not very hot. I think the weather this time round is a bit very cool because it's been raining quite a lot here in the village, and it's so calm, and there's no like the hot sun. Okay, so this is the entrance or the small gate, and this gate is there because we have to keep off the chickens from going into the farm, because they're gonna eat all the vegetables on the farm. So I'm just going to go in briefly, show you around, then I'll come back and close the gate. So this is like our kitchen garden, because this is where we just keep the vegetables, and it's near to the house just in case we need it. We have some pineapples. That is a pineapple plant. We have several pineapples planted. It's just that they have not yet started like putting the fruit out, but those are pineapples. And you can see we have a lot of sukuma wiki, or what is normally called kales here in Africa. And then I noticed this is one of my favorites, chinsonsobo, as we call it in our native language. I don't know the English name of this particular plant. I was trying to see if there was one which was ripe, but I couldn't find any. So I just left it alone until it is able to give us something ripe to eat. Maybe I'll check next time when I go back. Now guys, this is a lot of sukuma wiki on this farm, and I want you to know that we have two kinds of sukuma wiki. There is the sukuma wiki which is indigenous of this area, and I'll show you that on the other end because they're a bit more tall and their leaves are a little bit thinner. And unlike the other ones which are like you have to buy the seeds and you have to do the nursery, I'll also show you the nursery within the farm here. So let's keep on checking the farm. So we have some sugarcane here. So this sugarcane is really sweet. I've eaten like almost every day while I'm here. I have to take one out. So we have like almost several planted in the farm, and we have others on a different farm. So but this is what is on the immediate farm, which you can always eat. So occasionally you have to remove these leaves so that they continue like ripening well or turning the brown nice color. So guys, just come along. This is, I have to be very careful because the leaves are very sharp. They can injure your skin, and they can really hurt you or cut you because they're very sharp. Sugarcane has really a lot of work, especially if you plant it at a large scale. Even weeding for it, removing this the dried leaves, is normally a very big task. Okay, so if you want to do that, kindly know. Now these are onions. I don't know if you guys have seen onion seeds. So these onions are seeding. This is how onion seeds look like. I bet most of you have not seen them yet. So this onion has already produced seeds on the top. So we just cut these seeds on the top, dry them, and then replant them on a nursery. So we don't have to buy again other seeds from a nursery. Okay. So this is more sugarcane also still on this other end. And I just want to try remove the dried leaves a bit. But I'm always just so skeptical because this can really like hurt your skin, because you need like some gloves or some special like it's called like a panga that can help you remove those leaves very carefully. So we have a lot of onions on this farm, and that always minimizes the like us buying onions from the shop or anything else. And now we can see a lot of onions. Let's move to the other side. I want to show you the passion fruits. We have some passion fruits on this, like on this fence. So remember I told you this is a kitchen garden. It's like it has so many things together. There are all kinds of fruits, all kinds of vegetables. Like we've planted so many things here. So this is what we call tunda nyanya. I don't know the name in English, but they are still like, it's now that they're producing fruit. Bado hazijakuwa kubwa. They just started giving out their fruit. And then you can see the passion fruit there. We've put some wires to enable it to grow well and spread out well. Okay, some more sukuma wiki on the other end, and also some more sugarcane. That is sugarcane which is still not yet like grown completely. It's just still on the early stages of growing. Okay, let's move this upper side. This is still some more onions, more sukuma wiki. Like predominantly on this farm, you'll see a lot of kales, or what we call sukuma wiki, a lot of onions, and also a lot of just indigenous vegetables like terere, like misheveve is here, like now let me also show you that. You can see on the other end we have a nursery. We have put some sukuma wiki on the nursery, which is almost ready for transplanting, but it's still small, so it has to like take like 1 more month before it's transplanted. That you can see there is still a passion fruit, but the one which is always yellow from outside. Okay, so that is the nursery. Just come closer and see. This is sukuma wiki. You can see they're very tiny, but within the next 4 weeks they'll be very well grown and ready for transplanting to the larger farm. That is misheveve, those ones. These pumpkin leaves is what people normally call misheveve here in Kenya. So, okay, these are pumpkin leaves. They're very delicious, very sweet, especially if you cook and you put some milk. They are really sweet and delicious. Okay, then we have some terere. These are terere, or what we call amaranth. Those are also indigenous vegetables here in Kenya. So majorly those are what is on this farm. Then we have this one pawpaw tree. Now this pawpaw tree, it's a male pawpaw tree. So male pawpaw tree, when you have just one plant, one pawpaw tree on the farm, and it's a male, it can't produce fruits. And if it does, it produces very tiny fruits, and they're not even sweet. Then you can't even eat them. Okay, so that is what the case is for this particular pawpaw plant which is here, because of the issues of pollination. If you've done some science, you could understand this better. So I just wanted to show you the tiny fruits that are there, but you can see they're very tiny, but those are just, even if you could pick them, they are very bitter. You see, very tiny fruits. Normal pawpaw fruits are just big, especially if they are indigenous and they're grown here in the village. Most are usually huge and big. Okay, so let's continue. Then we have a lot of saga here, or what they call the nightshade, and it's a very sweet vegetable, and it's really a very indigenous vegetable here in the western region of Kenya. And yeah, we are almost done with the tour farm, and I think next time I'll give you a tour of the larger farm. Let's pick some pepper, okay, what we call the pili. I needed to pick some from the farm, the one which have already ripened. So here in this village, so many people have this kind of kitchen gardens, because going to the market every day is really hectic, and people have to sustain themselves. So I picked some sugarcane from the farm, and I'm just enjoying the sugarcane fresh from the farm, and it's really delicious. And I've really enjoyed my evening, my calm evening, just walking around and seeing how things are. you just feel so fulfilled looking at nature and how things are. Now remember I told you there are two kinds of sukuma wiki. We have the type that you just see, and this particular one that is flowering, you know, this one which is giving flowers and all this. This one is the indigenous kind. You can see the leaves are thinner. Bye bye guys.